Another baby girl. Look at her wobble around. It's hard on those fresh little legs, isn't it? How about we walk over to my mom? She's not really that happy that you're not standing next to her, huh? Come over here. No. Mom wants you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't fall. There you go. Oh, goodness. There you go, honey. How about you just lay down for a second? Mom wants to lap you. There you go. Much better. Good morning, everybody. Now that we're finally finished feeding our 5 calves that we have now, every single one of them's a heifer, and every single one of them is loud about wanting to eat. So Brennan's in the skid steer right now, and he's going outside to get sawdust, the very, very last of our sawdust. Can tell, but it is snowing right now. And it wasn't supposed to start that until like 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's currently 5 in the morning. So they were a little wrong about that. You guys, I just left you out here for like 10 minutes. Currently looking for my other calf bottle, which I usually wash right now, and I can't find it. There it is. Okay. Got it. I'm gonna wash these and I'll go around with that bale. Then we'll milk the girls, and then we'll get into the rest of our day. thumbs up. Yeah. I love watching them get really excited about the feed that you worked so hard all year to get. It's just a good feeling. Everybody's happy now. There was actually enough in this bale to go another quarter of the way back around the barn, so it was a pretty big one. Now we can milk. Brent just came up with this idea to hold the inflations together so that it doesn't suck on her, because she's kind of got weird back quarters. It's just a little piece of wire that holds them together. What did you call it?
The inflation clip.
The inflation what? Clip? Nicely done. Is it made out of a coat hanger? Huh? Is it a coat hanger?
Yeah.
Brent, the farmer slash engineer.
MacGyver's a milker.
MacGyver. Gotta start the Kubota so it can run for a while, because the milk truck's coming and it's parked right in the way. Heat it a little bit. There we go.
Avid endorsement. I like his side.
Pretty nice in here, ain't it?
I'm wearing up clothes.
No, you like barely have anything on.
You got a t-shirt under this. I don't know what
He's dressed like it's in the 50s or something.
You need like remember a hat.
Yeah. There's a hat in here if you want a knit hat.
Oh yeah, I'll put that on.
You want it?
Yeah. Keep my balding head. My thinning hair.
Thinning hairs. Hairs, singular. That barn. Ooh, so nice. Look, they're gonna ruin that field and put a house right there.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of it, they're gonna put a house. It's like, why do people do that? Like, put it in a corner. If you're gonna put a house in a field, put it in a corner so somebody can at least still use the field. Ridiculous. That makes me mad if you can't tell. There you go. That's better.
Yeah, better.
You obviously probably noticed we don't have any snow now. It rained and wind blew and it dried everything out. It's a good thing the wind blew, because we would have had some major ice if it hadn't.
Yeah.
So it dried everything out when it was warm, and then it froze back up again, and we have no snow.
Same with me. I'll take my chair over a snowmobile seat any day.
Yeah. This is where they teach truck drivers how to back up trailers and stuff.
Bring it on. You know, Sunday we're gonna go with this truck and we're not gonna come
We're
back.
not gonna return.
It's just, I don't know why. I just have the feeling we're gonna go someday.
Don't say that.
I hope not today because I was worried about a fraction of them not closed.
It wouldn't be the first time that it's happened.
No. We've been so lucky getting back though.
We've been stranded with this 3 times. One time, the starter went up at the farthest away sawmill, and they had to drag us out of the way with a loader. And we had to have it towed to the nearest place to have them replace the starter. And then the second time was in the McDonald's parking lot, which was really, really embarrassing. Because then a crawler had to come drag us out of the way, and I swear to God that thing only moved like 1 mile an hour. Everybody was watching us and honking their horns because we were stuck in the drive-thru. So we didn't go for McDonald's for a long time after that. The manager came
So
out.
you gotta move that piece of crap. Like, no kidding.
No, we're gonna leave it here.
Yeah.
But and then the third time was the line on the transmission line.
Yeah, the transmission line, return line broke.
Yeah.
So we patched it up with happened to have some milk hose.
Yeah, we didn't technically get stranded that time.
Nope.
It made it back.
We did, but that milk hose would go about 5-6 miles, then it would bust. Then we had to put another milk hose on there.
For a long time.
I don't know why we had milk hose in the truck, but we did.
But we had a parade that every summer we have a parade, and it was like the day before the parade, and we left the like transmission line streak like all the way up through town. Like, after they cleaned the roads and everything to make it look nice, and it was like, whoops, our bad, sorry. Everybody's beginning to question the yellow dog. They're like, we should drive that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a good truck. I love the way they decorated. That's so cool. Must have taken them forever to hang on those trees like that. I said, all right. 11,880.
they gave us one in the scale house. They were having like a Christmas party. So they gave us a whoop pie, and it's really good. So there was a few things that I wanted to catch you guys up on. The twins in the last video, I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna be disappointed, but we're not keeping them. We actually already got rid of them this morning. So the cattle dealer came and picked them up. We do still have the one heifer that was born whenever, I don't know, I can't even remember now. So we have 3 bottle calves left, but we're not going to be keeping this one either because her mother is half beef. She's one of the half Herefords that we kept just to see if she would milk, and she does milk, but she's not a great producer. We keep her around because she adds to the tank, and I mean, she's a cow. We probably would get rid of her if we found an extra cow because she's just not the greatest producer ever. And this morning she actually stepped on her teat. So she has a really low, really big bag, very beefy, and she did end up stepping on one of her teats last night. She didn't hurt it that bad, she just cut into the side of it. Now she's being an absolute pain in the ass to milk, pardon my language. So that's why we're not keeping her heifer calf, because she's a quarter beef and we just don't really want to keep that around. One of you guys made a good point, like, if we're not interested in beef, why do we keep Greta? Greta and number 8, who you guys probably all know, they're Guernsey Charolais crosses. They are the best milkers. Like, I don't understand why, because they're half beef, but they are excellent, excellent milkers. Hardy cows. Greta more than number 8. Number 8's had quite a few issues. She gets sick pretty easily, but she always makes it. She always comes out of it. They both have all 4 quarters, and I think they're like 9 years old. They're just good hardy cows that get bred back easily, and they also milk to beat the band and have really high butter fat. The windshield wipers just started working. I told you. There we go. Why did I do that? Now I can't talk. Wait a minute. So I'm driving home, so I won't be able to do any filming, but those are a few of the things I wanted to catch you guys up on. Well, I feel like there was another thing. I don't know, but if you're wondering like what we do for a cow that steps on a quarter, so since she just sliced into the edge of it, we're just going to keep putting bag balm on it. Actually, it's Dr. Nailers. We're going to put Dr. Nailers on it, and we'll do that every single day, and we'll probably do that to all of her quarters because we don't want her to step on any other ones because she's, like I said, she's such a big bag cow, and she's got short little legs, which makes her a great combination. So when she goes to get up, she can like just separate on one of her teats and just rip them clean off, which has happened before, and that is not something that you want to see. That is one bloody mess. And we actually had a cow that stepped on she stepped on 3. One every single time she calved in like 3-year span. And she came out of a lot of them except the last one caused her to have a major infection, and she ended up getting really sick and we got rid of her. So you really, really want to pay attention to cows that you know have troubles. So we're going to just keep putting the Dr. Nailers to all of her quarters, make them a little bit slippery, so that makes it a little harder for her to step on one. But the other thing that we could do is probably throw her. It doesn't really matter though. She could be out in the free stall and she could do it just as easily as she could in the tie stall. So I'm going to stop filming here and I'll catch up with you guys when we get back to town because we probably are going to stop and get something to eat. And I think a lot of you guys enjoy seeing that. I don't know. Maybe you don't, but
I gotta fix one of those.
He's got to fix a bunch of cords. So I think that was everything that I wanted to update you on. We did get the thermostat. When we get back, I will show you that. The electrician actually did put it up because he had come to see what we needed in the first place, and he said, just give me a holler when you guys get it and I'll just come pop it on real quick. So we did call him and he came over and put it right on same day, and it looks great and it's working. It worked last night. I don't think they did shut off because it was only like 18 this morning, but the barn stayed warm enough so that they didn't shut off. It does have a 40-degree shut off. It only goes down to 40, so you can't have anything lower than that. It's exactly what we had last time, so I'll show you guys that when we get back. Off we go.
Nope.
How much was it? I mean, how many ton was it?
2.18 ton.
2.18?
174.40.
So that's not the biggest load that we ever got.
Home again.
Show them how close to the dash you're sitting.
What?
Show them how close to the dash you're sitting right now. Your knees. And that's not as close as I could be. Like, it's stretching my legs a little bit.
Doesn't feel like it's anything on you.
No, it's really light.
Almost 2.2 ton.
back to the same gas station we were at before. We didn't eat on the way up because we wanted to get up there really quickly, but I want to show you how much our gas is now. So if you have the debit thing, whatever that is, it's like $2.79, but it's $2.89 for regular, $4 for diesel. So it's gone down quite a bit. We did have to stop once on the way up here because the right-hand side of the tarp is just like all beat to crap already, and I don't even know if we've had this tarp on here for 2 months. They just do not make things like they used to. We had one tarp that went like 2 years a while back, and like I said, this one I don't even know if it's been 2 months. So we're gonna have to spend a lot of money on a canvas one or something, because we can't keep. I mean, this was $75. The canvas ones are like $200, but if it goes a year at least, that's still saving you some money. So I guess we're gonna look for a better tarp and more bungee cords so we don't have to pull quite as hard on them, because it seems like maybe that's what does it. So I remembered the couple things that I did want to tell you. I don't think I explained why we got rid of the twins. The health of twins just usually, it can be not good. So you could have one that's really healthy and one that's not at all. They both seemed healthy, but we didn't really want to take a chance, especially since we already have so many calves and their mother isn't like our best producer anyway. She's a shorthorn. We don't really want to keep along with the shorthorn line. Brent really likes them because they're pretty, but even he admits that they just don't milk like a Holstein would, obviously. So we sold them. We're probably not going to get a lot because they weren't huge heifers. I think they probably weighed around 70 pounds each. Decent size, especially since we didn't even know the mother was going to have them, and she had them on her own. So yeah, we're probably not going to be keeping many calves, if any. I think there's one that we do, no, two. There's a Holstein that's going to calve that she's a really, really good milker, and we might keep hers if she has a heifer. She won't, just because that's the way it goes. And then we have a Holstein, another Holstein that we bought that we don't know how good of a milker she is, but she's bred with a lineback, and we have had really, really good luck with linebacks. So if she does have a Holstein lineback cross heifer, we will be keeping her as well. Yeah, but other than that, I think that truck looks really familiar. He's like, why are you staring at me? I'm just looking at your truck. Chill. What'd you get? Chips. Ooh, chocolate milk.
Huh?
Chocolate milk.
It's back. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. So when we got home from Sawdust yesterday, I just went home, did some last minute Christmas wrapping because I haven't wrapped like any of my gifts. I'm really bad about that. I spend most Christmas Eves frantically wrapping my gifts like an idiot because it's always, I don't know, I just always do it. And for some reason, it's just a really bad habit of mine, putting things off until the last minute. So I told you guys I would show you the thermostat. So there it is. Nothing too exciting, but he did a really good job putting it up. A lot of people wouldn't even have probably taken off the old one because honestly, it's just in a barn and who really cares? But he's like a really, really good electrician and he always does a great job. So tomorrow, which is the day you guys will be seeing this video, is actually Christmas. So a very Merry Christmas from me and Brent and all the girls here at Sunnydale Farms. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you're traveling, I hope that goes well and you get where you're going safely. And just have a wonderful day with your family. So keep it real, keep farming, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.